What's going on, fellow masters and future trainers? This is Musaki from the County Gurus, and today we're looking for something a little bit different from the FGO affair. We're going to be talking about a new gacha game that a lot of FGO content creators I know are definitely interested in, and that is going to be Uma Musume Pretty Derby. Now, Uma Musume is a Japanese-only gacha that's made by Cygames. Now, you might have heard that name from wonderful games like Grand Blue Fantasy and Dragalia Lost. Well, today we got some news from Uma Musume that's coming over to the global audience for the first time ever. 4 years ago, the game came out in Japan, and now it's finally coming to global. So, let's see exactly what's going on here with the first bit of news. Dear trainers, today we'd like to share with you a little bit about our plans for the English version of Uma Musume Pretty Derby. First, you can expect to see all the same events and scouts as in the Japanese version. However, we want you to experience the latest content sooner rather than later. So content will be released at a faster pace, with shorter gaps in between events and scouts, but the duration of the events and scouts themselves will be the same as they were originally in Japan. Now, this is really important because a lot of people might be a little bit nervous about a gacha game deciding to speed up its progression and trying to catch up with the other counterpart. We have some bad examples like Magia Record that came out from Aniplex, and they had a lot of issues, but that was one of them. I, on the other hand, think that Cygames is doing the right move here because Uma Musume is 4 years ahead of us. 4 years worth of content. There is no way that they can just release the content as it was in Japan and expect things to be alright. Not only would that cause a lot of issues when brand new units come out and everyone else can't experience them for another 4 years, which will definitely kill hype, it just creates a lot of bad feelings for the community. So I think they have to speed it up. There is no choice. It helps that a lot of the early days of Uma Musume isn't something that's just like hammering with events. There's a lot of times where you're just not doing much at all. You're playing the event scenario, you're training up for another Uma. There's a whole bunch of things that you could be doing. So while on the surface this can seem like a bad thing, I guarantee you this is going to be very good, and I'm very happy to see and finally get some confirmation on what exactly is happening since they announced the global version a year ago. Now, there's also going to be expedited features, as they're saying here. Second, the English version will have the following features on release: landscape mode and races, and the jukebox. So this is going to be very good. I'm very happy that they're pushing some quality of life features into the global version a lot sooner. They're taking a lot of examples from other games that do the same thing. I believe Nikkei in a Chinese version, FGO in the global version does the same thing. So this is perfect. I'm very glad to see that, but there is more here on the next page. We also plan to selectively implement other new features and quality of life changes earlier than in the Japanese version going forward. Perfect. That's exactly what you need to do. For example, we're already working on the guided career feature, where the Japanese version didn't receive until its 4th anniversary. We'll keep you updated on what you can expect to see in the game. This is great. That means they're not hesitating on putting these features that Japan just got recently. Again, this is the equivalent when FGO started off and they had Saint Court changes already. They had animation updates for Jean, Gilgamesh, and Artoria, as well as a few other things. This is expected, and this is a perfect move by Cygames for the global launch. Now, here's another thing that's going to be pretty cool here: the cross-platforming. Now, in JP, there's a couple ways that you can play on the phone, but you can also play on DMM over web. Now, they're having their own cross-platform play for the English version here. As I can say here, you can cross-platform play between the mobile and PC versions of the game. You use the same account to play on either platform. So that is going to be fantastic and a wonderful bit of news for Uma Musume. So what does this tell us? For those of you who are curious about the game, wanting to try it out, you've heard a lot about it, seen a lot about it, and you want to go ahead and give it a go. Well, this is going to start off everyone at the same level. It's not going to be a lot thrown at you at first. It will take some time to learn, but don't worry, we got some guides and a couple other informative information that we'll be giving you guys, especially for those FGO players who are just trying to do something a little bit different. It's not your hoyoverse affair, it's not your open world game. This is a game that will definitely get you excited. I played it on stream a couple times. I've even had a couple of other content creators like Miss Nekopon on stream, and we had a wonderful time. Prove that you're the #1 horse girl in all the world!
You are #1! Believe it!
Yeah!
Oh my god.
Can't believe it.
Oh my god.
Oh.
That's insane.
Now this is coming out on June 26th, the day after FGO has their anniversary. So go ahead and make sure, if you are an FGO player, make sure you get your login bonuses and go ahead and get ready for all the anniversary stuff. But also don't mind, just go ahead, pop on the PC client, have Uma Musume running and give that a go. Try it out. I highly recommend it. If you don't know anything about this game and you want to know more, me and Tristan and Sarah will have a guide that we'll be working on to explain exactly a little bit at a snapshot what's going on, and we have a little bit deeper some tips with this information now that we can give you. So let me know in those comments below if you're curious, and have you even heard of Uma Musume? Why don't you write us down in the comments? Let us know. Are you curious? Do you know about it already? Or are you just gonna pass and just focus on other games, or just FGO? Let me know. I'd love to have a conversation with you guys. But until next time, my name is Musaki from the County Gurus, and I'll see you on the next one. Later.